There was a brother named Clifford who made it a duty upon himself that come rain or sunshine, he will be at the bus station distributing gospel tracts to passengers as they board or leave the bus stop. And this he did faithfully for several years. One faithful day at the church service, after a rendition by the choir members in church, the choir were appreciated, praised, and given a standing ovation. But Brother Clifford, instead of being happy for them, he was very sad. He thought his soul-winning efforts was not being acknowledged, rewarded, and recognized by the church members, the pastor, and the entire ministers. And he also noticed that nobody from the bus, so Brother Clifford, decided to abandon the going to the bus station. Instead, he joined the choir and started singing with them. To his surprise, he was warmly welcomed, and he discovered that within a short while the choir, he was singing and receiving standing ovations. So, he concluded in his heart that he had just made the right decision. One day during service, he sang Psalm 23 as a solo, and by the time he finished singing, the whole church, including the pastoral team and the elders, were on their feet clapping and giving him a standing ovation. Suddenly there arose an old man, a stranger in the midst of the congregation, who said he wants to sing the same song while the church was still on their feet clapping for the soloist. Against protocol, the pastor cynically allowed the old man to sing. By the time the old man finished singing, the whole church were on their knees, some were weeping, others were praying in repentance. That day, there were no more sermon but an altar call, with sinners giving their lives to Christ and backsliders returning to their first love, and the whole church rededicating their lives. Brother Clifford, the evangelist in his choir robe, felt a deep hole in his heart. He felt empty. He saw the difference between entertainment for the appreciation of men and the ministration for the appreciation of heaven. He left the church with a heavy heart. Without thinking of removing his choir robe, he headed for the bus station empty-handed, as if in a trance. On getting there, he met a man in the same spot where he usually stand to distribute gospel leaflets before. The man was distributing the gospel tracts, handed one tract to him, Brother Clifford, and the tract read asterisk, "I will be a faithful soldier to you, O Lord. I will die at my post." Asterisk, it ended asking, "Are you a faithful witness of the word?" With tears in his eyes and a shaky voice, Brother Clifford asked the man how he came to start distributing tracts at the spot at the bus station. The busy man, not looking at him, told him of a dead man who used to come there come rain or sunshine to distribute tracts, that for months the man has not been there. He told him that he believed and concluded the man must have been dead. He said the dead man once gave him a tract before that changed his commitment to Christ. And since the man is dead, he felt God wanted him to replace the dead man, to continue the good work in the memory of the dead man. The man kept emphasizing, "The dead man, the dead man, the dead man," which further sent Brother Clifford back to his knees weeping and asking for God's forgiveness.
If you are still reading this, believe me, God has set you up to read it because He has a purpose for your life. Have you left your assignment because of some discouragements from cynics and critics, or have you abandoned the unheard, unseen, and unsung praise of heaven for the standing ovation and approval of men? Are you like the evangelist in choir robe? Or are you like the singer singing to entertain in church? Note, the place of entertainment is in the theater, not the church. The church is for ministration in the Spirit by worshiping God in truth and in the Spirit. I want to tell you today that God of another chance wants you return to your first love for Him today. While not do the work of an evangelist today, by sharing this post to groups for others to get this message. God bless you all.